Hello. Got hair on there. Obviously not one of mine. So here we are. Doing what we do. Boat, I said no licking today. We've got some more of these rhododendrons. This is a different woods, but it's still very British, isn't it, you know. There we go. Now, in the last couple of videos, I've noticed there's a bit of a crackle coming occasionally from this mic. So I've ordered a new, don't you lick! So I've ordered a new mic, which should be here in a couple of days. So hopefully that will cure that, whatever the problem is. I only ever buy cheap mics, I'll be honest with you. And they seem to work for a year or two for sort of £3, £4, and I'll sling them away and buy another one. I think that's the way to go. Way to go for me anyway. Lovely bird song. It's raining, we're spitting with rain. Fairly typical because I've just hung my washing out, so I'll get back and that'll be damp. Oh well, can't be bothered to worry about things, can we? Bodie, please, you're licking. You. He was sick a couple of days. A couple of days ago. We was on a bimble. He would not stop, and he was sick, and there was quite long grass in it. What a dog. Loves him though. So we have some more. These lilac-y purple rhododendrons. Is he licking? Yeah, probably. Look, you always tell when he's stopped. Look, he loves it. Hello, you. So in this little video, I'm going to talk about, well, comparing yourself to others, but also, you know, there's no need to compare yourself to others, and there's no need ever. And the reason why there's no need ever, well, first of all, this has come about just through a conversation that I had with somebody who was about a 20-minute conversation, and she was saying, oh, if only I had, you know, whatever this person has, this sort of a friend, and oh, my life would be better if, you know, and then, oh, my friend's got this, my friend's got that, and, you know, and I said, why on earth are you comparing yourself to somebody else? You know, you're not her. Absolutely ridiculous. And life is no better if you compare yourself to somebody else. Number one, you're not them, okay? That's what he was doing the other day. Hello. Come on, flower, this way. Yeah, you're not them. You're not living their life. Let them do them. You do you. Let them do them. You do you. That's what I'm trying to say as I'm watching my dog. It's absolutely ridiculous, you know, when you compare yourself to other people's lives. There's lots of people out there who's got it better than you. Lots of people. So what are you going to do? You're going to feel upset that you haven't got what they've got. You know, somebody else has got a bigger house, a smaller arse, more money in the bank, they're a better cook. So what? You know, you wouldn't be you. If you had all that, then you wouldn't be you, you'd be them. So I said to this woman, I said, why on earth are you comparing? She said, well, when I look at other people's lives. I said, well, then don't do it. Just don't do it. And I said, what you've got and what you've achieved in your life is absolutely phenomenal. And she said, well, I don't think so. And I said, I do. When you look at what you've got in your life, you know, she's got a nice house, nice garden. She's divorced. She's got a nice house, nice garden. And she does spend a lot of time and money and effort in the garden. It's a very, very nice garden. Bode, come on my love. Hello. And that's kind of a interest really. And I said, you imagine somebody in a damp, nasty old flat. They would love what you've got. Absolutely love it. And she went, well, I suppose. And I said, do you imagine somebody who's homeless? They would love that damp old flat. You imagine. So it's pointless to compare yourself to anybody else. We do it to a certain degree. We say, oh, I'd love that, you know, what this person's doing. That seems like a great idea. And then I do my form of that, whatever that may be. You know, or somebody in my phone and say, Bri, have you got an air fryer? I have, but I might say, no, I haven't. Oh, you must get an air fryer. I'll tell you why. I've got one and it does this and it does that. And it's, you know, my bills are half the bloody price. And I might think, well, that's a great idea. No, I haven't compared. Not really. I've just taken their advice. And now I'm doing similar to them, which is kind of comparison, I suppose. But I don't willfully compare myself in a negative way. Oh, my life would be better if this, if that, if I was like that other person, if I wasn't me. Well, who would you be if you wasn't you, you know? So I said to this woman, please don't do it. If you start doing that, you start living your life like that, you will never ever stop living your life like that, and you'll forever compare yourself. And if you do compare yourself, there's so much out there that's so-called better than what you've got. Now, it's only a surface level better than what you've got. You may look at your house and think, oh, my house is quite small. I wish I had a bigger house. I wish I had a house like him over there, much bigger than mine. That's great. Maybe he's got a bigger house, but he's dealing with terrible health. Maybe he's got very, very poor mental health. Maybe he's struggling on, affording to look after the property and heat it. Who knows? So what I'm saying is, be happy with your lot, but of course, look to change it, look forward, by all means, you know. Life is about growth, isn't it? It's about improving yourself, it's about, you know, getting a little bit better, a little bit further, if you want to. That's what life is about. And where you currently live, you probably won't be there forever. Probably, I don't know. I don't know which way to go. I've got two paths. One up there and one down there. Who's going that way? So I'll tease him and go the other way. Why not? I won't say a word. Oh, he's found me. Oh, God, I'm getting hot now. I just arrived and I thought, I'm spitting with rain. I'm going to put this jacket on in case it pisses down with rain. And here we are. Lots of gnats and things. Which is why I'm not waving at you, I'm waving at me. You dirty boy, I saw that. So if you start comparing yourself, oh, I wish I had more hair. Wish I had hair like him over there. Start comparing yourself. It's telling yourself that you're unhappy with your lot. You're not comfortable in your life. Well, you've got two options really. You can either change it, and we can all improve and change our lives and what have you to the best of our ability. We can all do that. Or we can accept our lot. And when we stop comparing, and start accepting, you can see what you've really got then. The thing is, 10 years ago you wished that you were where you are now in life. That's the truth. 10 years ago you wished that you were where you are currently in your life. And now you're where you are. Now you've achieved it. Now you've got it. And you're not happy and you start comparing yourself. How pointless. You've got what you want in life. You've achieved what you want in life. Be happy. Stop comparing. Be happy. Oh, a few spots of rain. Yeah. It's easy to get into a negative way of comparing, you know. I think comparing, when you're in, say, the workforce, you're comparing. So you're crossing things over, thought patterns and different things. You know, come on, boat. And that's great, and that's why we do. God, what do they call it now? They used to call it brainstorming, and then I think they called it shower thinking, shower thoughts, something like that. I don't know, idiots, some made up thing. But when you're in the workplace and you compare your thoughts, your feelings, you can say, well, I think this, that and the other, and somebody else said, well, I think this, and then you come to a happy sort of compromise somewhere in the middle. That's a good thing. You get the best of both worlds. But on a personal and private level, when you start comparing your life, you know, don't do it. And instead of doing that, instead of comparing, write a list of what you're grateful for in your life. Write a list of what you're blessed for in your life. And those lists, if you think about it, they will go on and on and on. And if you sit one day and you start reading those lists, you'll be absolutely amazed at the things that you've got, the things you've achieved, the things that bring you comfort, the things that give you a quality of life, things that have improved your life. And you'll see you've got nothing to compare against anybody else. And you haven't anyway, because it's your life you're living. You should never bother comparing yourself. Pointless, fruitless. Anyway, so that's what I said to this woman that I was talking to. You know, I said, be grateful with what you got. But she did take the point about, well, I said to her, you know, if you're in a flat, then you want to be in a house. If you're in a house, then you want a bigger house. And if you want a bigger house, you want an even bigger house. And when you've got that, you want to live in a nicer area. And when you've got that, and it goes on and goes on. And when will it ever stop? It's got to stop at some stage, you know, and surely you've got the ideal, or you've got something in your mind. You know, I live very small, very quiet, very calm, very frugally really, if I'm honest, and that suits me. Not for everybody, but I'm not comparing myself to anybody else. I just live the way I live. I live Bry's life. But what I wanted in my life was, I always wanted a bungalow, or maybe a downstairs flat, but if it was a downstairs flat, it'd have to be built correctly, so you never hear anybody above you or around you, you know. But preferably I wanted a bungalow. Normally you get a bit more space with a bungalow than you do with a flat, but you've also got a private enclosed garden. For me, that's very important, and it's whatever is important for you in your life. I would have liked a view the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, somewhere like that. But I would have liked a view of some sort, or not to be overly overlooked. And you know, I've ended up with a bungalow, I've got a private back garden, and I'm not really overlooked. You know, slightly in the back garden to the right of me, but when I sit in my little zen area of my garden, I don't see those houses and they don't see me. And when I look out the front, there's nobody, so it's lovely. Yeah, I'd prefer looking over a loch, a lake, a forest. That's what I'd prefer. I haven't got it, so if you've got it, I'm not going to compare my view to your view, because my view isn't your view isn't my view. Did I say that right? I wasn't listening. I'm not going to get into comparisons with people, ever. Absolutely ridiculous. And it's ridiculous because of one thing, and that is you will never be content, never be happy, never be satisfied. Well, that's three things, but they're all the same thing. You really won't. If you start comparing, or you do compare yourself, you will never be totally at peace with whatever you've got in your life. Saying all that, if you're unhappy in whatever aspect of life, then seek to change it. There is a way, it's just that you haven't found it yet. You will find it if you really want to change or improve or better your life or whatever. In whatever way, you can do that. But I think if you do it for you, then it's all good. If you're doing it for somebody else, stop doing it, you know. So if you're where you live, all your neighbours are very good at mathematics and you're not, and you think, oh, if I go to night school, I can improve myself. That's very true, and it's great, and it's a good thing. But if you're doing it to say to your neighbours, look, we're on the same level now, then it's bloody pointless. Absolutely pointless, I tells you. You've got to do stuff for you in life. Can hear lots of traffic, but apart from that, just peace. Nice. Bloody hell, these things, look at them. Gnats and mosquitoes and flies. I think they've had me. Anyway, so just thought I'd say that because, you know, I had a lengthy conversation. Well, not lengthy, it's about 20 minutes, but I couldn't believe really. She was saying certain things that I thought, God, you're a grown woman. You know, what on earth are you thinking? Why compare yourself to somebody else? Why compare what they've got? What they've got is what they've got. And they've got it for lots of different reasons. They've got it because they've lived a different life than you know. Set of circumstances, whatever. They're not you. And I said, perhaps you're happier than them. Perhaps you're healthier than them. Perhaps you're more content. Perhaps you've got, I don't know, nicer neighbours than them. Who knows? Perhaps you love living where you live. You may live in a little damp flat above the laundrette, and you may love it there. And you may have the best neighbours ever. Well, that one was biting my ear. Let's get out of here. Yeah, just stop comparing yourself, no need. So here we are on another week. It just as I'm making this, it's Tuesday, so we've had a bank holiday yesterday, so I didn't go out yesterday. I never do. I mean, again, if we're talking about comparing, you can compare your life to mine and say, look at Bride bimbling around, how lovely. That's great, but I had to stay in yesterday. The reason why, I don't do crowds. I can't do crowds. I hate it. And maybe you can. But I'm not going to compare you to me. I'm not going to compare me to you. It's absolutely pointless. but I can't do it, and no real rhyme or reason. I got used to it, and it is what it is, so I'm not bothered. I'll turn you off and turn you back on. There we go. Because I've been rambling for too long. Oh, a bit of air around me. I'm hot. Okay, I think I'm just going into there, and then we go back to the car. I've got to go get some milk on the way back home. I've run out. That's it. The thing with living out where I live. If you want to compare, you may say, "Oh, I love, you know, I love where you live, out in the sticks." It's all well and good, but there are no shops. I've got 5 or 6 miles to go and get milk. But of course, on the Bimble, there's a couple of shops on the way back, so it's no problem for me. And I just think ahead. I haven't run out of milk, but I'm running out of milk. So I get a couple of big bottles that'll last me another couple of weeks, and then I get my shopping delivered, and it's all good. So you just you do whatever to improve your life, to live your life, and what have you. And the way I live is the way I live. I do know a couple of people, they thrive on stress, you know. They talk about work a lot, and they have a lot of hassles, but they love it. They absolutely love. One person in particular was saying, if my work day goes smoothly, it's not a good day. I'm a problem solver, and when things go wrong, and I thought, my God, my mind would blow up now. But that person loves that, loves the hassle of life, loves coming away with the knowledge that they were presented with a problem, and by the end of the day they found a solution. That's wonderful, good for them. It's not for me. Okay, so I'll show you some more of these beautiful flowers just up there, look. Let's see where we are. Really is glorious. Yeah, so I'll have a new mic on this camera in a few more days. Look at these. Wow. How beautiful. Come here, Bode. Good boy. Wow, look at these. No. Mr. Licky, please stop. How beautiful. And just look at that lot all the way. We'll go and look at those bright pink ones, and then we'll head back to the car, I think. Anyway, just to finish this video off, I made a video, just called it Surgery, And I got a load of lovely comments. Thank you so much. I just really wanted to say thank you. It does help, and it goes a long way, you know, knowing that you're not really alone, that people do think of you, they do care. So thank you, each one of you. Like I say, it's really appreciated, and although I say thank you in the comments more often than not, I just thought I'd say thank you in person as well, because you're kind. You don't have to say anything. To wish me well and to say I'm thinking of you and stuff is just lovely. Thank you. So I'll show you a couple of little bits that I can see. So I turn this, when I turn this round, it normally makes a bloody row. Again, I think that's probably the microphone, but never mind. So look at these bells. So I'll just show you these, and then we're going to make a move. Stunning. I don't know why they remind me of a wedding. No idea why. So both sides of this path are full of these rhododendrons, and there's some air now, and I'm getting this smell, the sweetness. Absolutely beautiful, glorious. Nature is a wonderful thing. Hello! And that's the best thing in nature, that little black and white thing. Well, thank you for joining me on the bimble, and for having a nose full of this sweet scent. It's lovely. Thank you again for the comments. I've no idea when the surgery is going to take place, but I would imagine I'll see some sort of specialist and have a chat, and then there'll be a pre-op and then the operation, so it'll be a while away, but that's fine. So just a little bit of a bimble, and just to show you what's happening, and also to tell yourself not to compare yourself to anybody. Come on, bird, just be you, right? And be happy and content by being you. Where did you go, Bird? Bird! Where's my dog? Oh, there you are. Hello. Hello, love. Come here. Hello. Hello, mate. You okay? Right, we're going to go back to the car boat. We'll say that that's it for the bimble, okay, cause I'm getting a bit hot, getting a bit thirsty, and we need to go and get some milk and a couple of little bits and bobs on the way home. But we're both well, which is good, obviously. We're enjoying the warmer weather. Now it's here, kind of here. It's been a bit damp and a bit chilly sometimes, especially late evening, early mornings. It's still a bit cold. But we can't have everything, can we, in life? So, one last splash of colour for you, because you have been good. Okay then. I'll turn you off before we start dancing through the mud. Okay, thank you for joining me. Take care, and we'll be back another day. Oh, just to finish it, hope you're enjoying my poetry book. If you don't know, if this is the first video you've watched since I've been bombarding my videos with a little advert, then if you don't know, I have 4 books, but my new one is called Words of Truth. It's 100 poems, and it's on eBay now, so links are in the description box. They always are. So go and get yourself a bargain and take it on your summer holidays. Do what you like. No, I'm going to go the other way. It's too wet. But I'm going to go up this way, my love. Oh, he's so good. He's avoiding getting too wet, too muddy. Did have quite a lot of rain yesterday morning, hence all the puddles and mud and mess, but never mind, we need it. Without the rain, would we have these colours? Would we have this beautiful green? Would the trees be happy? Would the birds have enough to drink? Okay. So thank you again for your lovely comments regarding the surgery. I'll keep you informed, let you know what's going on, but it won't be for a while. And in the meantime, take good care of yourselves. We'll be back another day. So be well.